everyone, my name is Yasmin and this is my channel Yasmin's Made with Love. Today is Sunday, the 7th of November, and if you are new here, welcome, and if you are my returning viewer, thank you for coming back. Right, so it's been 2 weeks since my last video and I have got quite a few things organized here on the on my little table, on my little stand to show you today. Life update, there's not much to tell. We had a half term, so we've done a little bit of outing, and then the week after I was actually stressing out and getting panicking about the school. I am a little bit on the edge because quite a few things are not quite certain for me. I have not secured my placement yet, and you know, I have been offered quite a few places, but they don't really provide what I need in order to complete my my license. So I have been a little bit on the edge. I had a few meltdowns, and I think Charlie from Charlie Feathers witnessed that, because I have been ranting and crying to her a few days ago, because I really had a low day about school and all this stuff. But you know, I'm good now. I think, you know, nothing what a good night's sleep and a hot bath with salt cannot fix. So I'm happy to report that I am being happy myself again, and I yeah, so that's it. We're not gonna talk about the silly stuff and the sad stuff. I have got quite a few things I would love to share with you. But before I get to it, I would love to say massive thank you to everyone who has shouted me out in the recent videos. There were quite few people who were tagging me, or they mentioned my my channel on their YouTube channel, so I am ever so grateful for that. And funny enough, those are the channels which I have been watching, maybe not for a very long time, but I have discovered them very recently, but I would love to give them shout out as well. So the first one is Katie, the Nova Stitcher. She is based in US and she works on a variety of projects. Some of them are very similar to mine, and now she is on the kind of Christmas stitching kick. So I really recommend for you to go and visit her channel. Then a new Flosstube, I think she has got like 3 videos out, is Kelsey Lee and Things. And she's very different floss tuber, or she stitches lots of freebies which could be, you know, taken from or could be found on Pinterest. She also stitches lots of freebies from, you know, well-established designers, and she has got a very fun ideas for finishes on the budget, and she's very pleasant to listen to. Really highly recommended. And next one is Lindsay from the Blushing Pink Stitches. I have been watching quite a few videos of Lindsay's. She works quite a lot of on lots of those massive heaven on earth designs, and I fall in love in one of her projects she is currently working on. It is I'm not sure who is the designer. She showed you know, the picture on the video. It is an autumnal chart and is absolutely gorgeous. I am really itching to get it and have a go on one of those massive full coverage. So I will be contacting Lindsay for some more information on how to get it. I also would like to thank everyone who mentioned me on their kind of Flosstube review from the Stitch in London. It was really wonderful to meet you all, and I'm really happy, you know, about everything what you've said about me, and how warmly and, you know, how you have received me. So thank you so much. It is Natalia from Stitches with Natalia, Ross from Ross Clarke Craft, Michelle, Mama Loves UGB, of course, Marie from Stitches and Diamonds. That's on top of my head. Like, I should make another list of people I would like to mention, but this is all of my shout out and all of my thanks for this video. Right, I think we could go into projects. I also have got giveaway winners as well, but I will leave this a little bit later to the video. And thank you to everyone who also, you know, watched my double episode or double Flosstube from 2 weeks ago, because on the same day I've posted my 1 year anniversary Flosstube, and then a few hours later I posted my WIP parade as well. So thank you very much for your, excuse me, for your encouraging comments and your yeah, and you cheering me on with tackling my WIPs. So since we are on the WIP subject, I have finished quite few of my new starts, which were like a current WIPs. So let me show you them first. So finally, the first project I finished, it is a complimentary chart from the retreat stitch in London, designed by Clarke. And I've mentioned before, I use up the red from the kit which was included for my design, and then the Roxy's Rio and Roxy design flosses for the blue parts on the chart. So I'm really loving this, and this will be a pillow. Right, now another new start which is finished now. It is October by Puntini, and I have used my own DMCs which are very close to the, sorry for that. So yes, as I was saying, this is October by Puntini, and I've used my own DMCs which were very close to the original, you know, DMCs charted by Paula, and I've stitched this on 28 count natural linen Belfast, and I will be finishing this as a calendar. I've started calendar, so I have got some of the components for the calendar finished, so which I will show you very soon. So then once it's finished, I will be adding the embellishment, which are the buttons for the candy corn, and I will be adding charm for the spider as well. So this is October, and also I have finished Halloween. Again, it is by Paula Puntini, and again I've used my own DMCs on the same fabric, 28 count, no, 32 count, sorry, 32 count Belfast linen, and I will be adding buttons for this chart as well. Okay, now the final WIP which is finished now, it was my new start not so long ago, and it is Matilda Brew by Chrissy from Finally a Farm Girl, and she is the one of 4 which I will be stitching as well. I've used my own DMCs and some of the fancy flosses, but again I've used the original design for reference, and I think she's really cute. And this is 32 count Summer Khaki. Okay, now so these were my current WIPs turned into finished projects. I also have finished quite a few of my old WIPs, which for some reason they were in my WIP basket, so they weren't shown on the WIP parade video, but they were my outstanding WIPs. So this is one of those projects, and it is a Christmas freebie by Heart in Hand, or I'll put across the screen if I'm wrong, and the link to the chart as well. So this is this wreath, and now in the middle of this chart it goes a word Mary. However, I will be adding 2022 charm in the middle once I finished it into a round pillow. And I've stitched this on the fabric which I've dyed myself using those tie-dye sprays, and this original fabric is 32 count Sparkle by Fabric Flare. So I just sprayed it with the blue spray, and there are few splotches on it which I couldn't kind of even out, but it doesn't matter. I think it's still okay. And then in the middle, as I've mentioned, it's going to be a golden charm for 2022. I've ordered it on Etsy, so I cannot show you yet because it's on the way. So those were my older WIPS, or my WIPS turned into a finished products. Sorry, I can't speak today. I mean, I do speak sometimes weirdly, but today I just feel like anyway. So this is not fully finished WIPS. Those are not fully finished yet. Now I have got quite a few of the finished projects. First one being, it is project I've stitched in 2018, and before it's been finished in a round frame, and it hung in my kitchen. However, since I've changed the decor in my kitchen and it's more kind of a Mediterranean kind of with Moroccan influences, this chart wasn't really fitting the overall decor. So I've disassembled the project from the frame, and I've decided to turn it into a pillow. So this is my stitch room pillow. Obviously no one is allowed to use it to lay the head on it. This is only for decorative purposes, and it sits in this corner over there. I absolutely love it. The chart inside is designed by Durand, and this is from the World of Cross Stitch magazine, and I will put the issue down below. And I've used up my favorite fabrics from Chula Pink and a Calf Facet. Those two are my favorite fabric designers. I love the fabrics. They are very bold, colorful, kind of in your face. I just love those fabrics. So I finally found the courage to cut into my bundle, my treasure, and I have made myself a pillow, and I finished it with the Alison Glass fabric as well. So I'm really happy with this finish. Right, next finish, it is the first part for the calendar finish I am working on, and it is autumn, and I have what do you call them? That's not eyelets, that's the grommets, something like this. So yeah, so this is how much I can show you for now. Of course, I've added the buttons, which Paula kindly gifted to me for all of the months, and the special the special celebratory kind of charts in between, like Halloween, Christmas and Easter and all of that. So I am very blessed having them in my stash, so I am adding them as I go. So the autumn is finished. I'm really hoping to show you the fully assembled calendar in 2 weeks time on my next video, so inshallah, finger crossed. Okay, next project. Right, during the half term I have taken some time off from school. Obviously I was still participating in class. We had online classes on both days, so that was perfect. But anyway, I have taken time from college to work on, any papers or, any of this stuff. And I was mainly just, having fun with my family and doing quite lots of crafts. So during this time, I've done quite a lot of sewing for pleasure. Just something I was kind of postponing for a long time, because I thought like, oh, maybe I have to do something else instead. But this time I finally go around to make the Susie sunflower pincushion designed by Darlene from Darlene Dion Designs. She has kindly gifted me this pattern because I'm not, I don't quite remember, but I think she was a winner of one of my giveaways, like way, you know, way at the beginning of this year, like one of those first videos. So as a thank you, she sent me this pattern, and I finally made myself a pincushion, and I really love it. I have to say, the instruction and, you know, like the pattern, everything in it is really brilliant. So even if you are very a beginner sewer, you can easily handle this type of project. So I have used my own stash of Liberty fabrics, and I made myself a sunflower pincushion, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But that's not the end. To embellish this pincushion or add a little bit more pizzazz, I have made a pins. Okay, now I don't know, maybe I will be showing you one by one. Right, the inspiration for making those pins came from Olika. She is a Polish Flosstuber, and I think 2 or 3 videos before she has showed how she makes the pins. And of course, pins are you know, it's quite very straightforward things to do, but I really, when I watched this video, I was like, oh yeah, I have to do it. And I purchased quite a lot of beads and, you know, those type of little, you know, beads and like buttons and stuff when I was on holiday in Poland, with the intention to make the pins one day. But there is a quite a lot of pins and beads, like I said, in the shop called Flying Tiger Copenhagen. They're selling those sets of beads with like multiple colors, and so yeah, they are perfect and they're quite inexpensive as well. So I have made all of those pins to put it into my pincushion. Why do I always get an itchy nose on my videos? And I absolutely love it, really love it. So yeah, this was my one of the projects. Now I have been fully finishing the project which I stitched very recently, and let me show you the first one. So the first one is the Halloween chart from fall 2022 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It is a chart designed by Barbara Anna, and it is called Dreaming of Same. You see, this is the name, I cannot say it, so I will just put across the screen. And I have used all called for DMCs and fancy floss for the little flowers, and I have used purple for the hair. I think the original chart calls for the red hair. I'm not sure, but I have done a purple hair, and then I've used up some charms to hang on her kind of bunting or garland, or I don't know how is it called properly. And I've added the lashes edging trim, and that's how she is. And of course Tula Pink at the back. So yeah, this is one of my finishes. Slowly running out of space. I've of course finished Stitching London, my design, and I am absolutely loving it. I've added the needle minder, which was given to us on the retreat by one of the participants. I think I've asked quite a few people what was the name of the lady, but seems like no one remember. So I don't know if you watch my videos or if somehow you have ever come across my video. Please can you message me, then you are the one who gave us those needle minders. And at the back I have added up the charm which I was given by Michelle, Mama Loves UGP, in one of this like a little gift bag. So this is 100% Stitching London commemorative or like commemorative piece. Absolutely love it. Okay, next one, since we are still in Stitch in London. So this is the chart which was included in my freebie, no, not freebie, with the Smalls Exchange. If you remember, the person I have chosen, or like I picked the parcel from, was Chloe, the girl with the gavel stitches, and she stitched me this beautiful, beautiful little pillow. And then in the parcel she included little kit for the chart, like this. So I stitched this, and I stitched this as a pillow, so I could put the kit on inside the chart and the front page and the lovely notes which I was given by Chloe. And I've also added the new reminder which was again given to us by one of the participants, and I've used Liberty fabric for this finish and some vintage lace, because I kind of felt like this really gives the character. You know, I don't know Chloe that much, but like I follow her Instagram, and I've noticed that she really like Liberty fabrics, and she likes you know, like all English paper piecing quilt style. So I kind of thought like, you know, this really maybe I could give her character and really reflect you know, the Chloe, and just kind of, do you know what I'm trying to say? Words are not my best friends today. So here it is, and that's not the end. Right, next one, it is Robin, and if you remember, Sarah Word from Instagram and we were hosting a stitch along for Rockin' Robin, and you know, it's finished now. And again, it's very simple pillow finish, and I just added the lashes trim to the end, and here he is. I've used the fabric and the flosses from the kit, so I've stitched this exactly using all of those materials. Okay. Right, I've also finished again, it's Turkey, his name is Tom. I think it's Strading Tom by Stephanie Webb, the Linda Stitches, and I finished him into a pillow with little trim and a little bow, and I've used quite similar fabric to the pattern on its body, and I really love it. So really happy with this. I've got quite a few of the Linda Stitches birds kitted up, and I don't know if you have watched the latest Flosstube haul. So if you follow her on Instagram, she has released this series of Christmas birds. They are kind of inspired by New Zealand and Australian birds. So much fun. I will definitely would like to have 1 or 2 in my collection, but for now I have got Tom. Okay, now I have, so this, everything what I showed you, they were either my projects which I finished very recently, but now I turned them into a fully finished objects, or they were my new starts, which is like the current WIPS which I finished. Now, of course, if you have watched my previous video, you know I have been on the mission to tackle my massive WIP basket, and I was aiming to, if throughout the November, to work only on my WIPs, and I have to say I have been doing quite well, because as you remember, I showed you Matilda was one of the you know, WIP from my basket, so she is crossed out. And you know, the pumpkin, the October and the Halloween, they were the whip count, but they were kind of whips as well, so I have finished them as well. On top of that, I have finished my Mandala Tiger by Meloca Designs, and I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. It is fantastic. I purchased the kit, which came with the Ada fabric, the key chart, the DMCs, you know, the chart, and the, you know, all of the instruction. And I think it's brilliant. It's absolutely gorgeous. It hangs on above of Four Seasons. I don't know if you can see the commando strap over there, but it hangs over there. And this will be the beginning of the new collections, or like the new series of Mandala animals. So he is the first one. Okay, I've also framed Miss Mandrake by Barbara Anna. Finally I finished the missing sleeve from her shirt, and I have added the metallic thread for all of the sparkles on the you know, the magic wand, and I framed it too, and it hangs just over here. And I have used most of the DMCs which were called for, with some substitution to, like, I've done the t-shirt black instead of yellow because the fabric I've used is quite dominant, so the t-shirt wouldn't stand out, because I dyed this fabric myself using the tie-dye, you know, the spray paint or spray dye. But now it's finished and it's on my wall, and I absolutely love it. Okay, more finishes, more finishes, more finishes. I have recorded the video for the easy drum, and here it is. I've stitched this Mandala reindeer, which is again by Meloca Designs. I purchased as a kit, and I've stitched it in 2 days. So although I've said I won't be doing any new starts, I really wanted to stitch this design because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So since I finished it and I stitched it, and I was like, this is actually a good example for the drum finish. So I've recorded the video on how to do the drum the easy way, using the tube or Pringle box, or you know, any other type of circular or like cylinder. So the video goes live on Wednesday the 9th of November at 7 o'clock on Meloca Designs YouTube channel. So be sure to go and check it out. Let me know what you think, and you know, make sure you subscribe to Meloca Designs YouTube channel as well, because there is a quite few of the Christmas finishing ideas coming as well, including advent calendar. So make sure then you are there as well. But for now, this is my reindeer by Meloca Design turned into an easy drum, and I have added Puntini pins on the top. Also, the top of the on top of the drum, I have used the center motif from the free pattern of from Meloca Design. So if you would like to get the access to the free charts, just sign up for the newsletter, or go to the Facebook page. So here it is. Absolutely love it. And the final, what am I gonna put here? And the final fully finished project is again something I showed you not so long ago, which was stitched, and it is Mandala Robin, again by Meloca Designs, and I finished it into a box, so it stands on its own. And I also have recorded video for this as well, which comes right after the easy drum. So if you want to learn how to make the stand-up box like this, make sure you are in Meloca's Design, on Meloca's Designs YouTube channel as a subscriber. So yes, so this was my final finish. So as you can tell, I was busy, you know, stitching for pleasure and also, you know, finishing all of my you know, old stuff. Right, so since we have done all of the finished projects, let me show you my WIPS for this week. Excuse me, I have been working on. So also, since I finished the Mandala Tiger, which was one of the which was one of my WIP from the list, I had a 34 WIPs, so I crossed out 2. I have got currently 32 WIPs, and one of the WIPs on this list was Miss Coffee by Barbara Anna, and I am on the way to finish her. So I've stitched on her over 3 evenings, and I have done majority of the background because this purple is quite, you know, the area stitching purple is quite large. So I'm aiming to finish all of the purple area first and then work on the skirt. I also messed up a little bit on the cookie because as you can tell, my cookie is a little bit more oval rather than round. I don't know what I've done, but then I thought like, oh, you know, it's a cookie, not all the cookies are, you know, perfect. So I just left it. But apart of this, everything else is as Barbara Anna charted, and I absolutely I love this. I love this stitch. So I will be stitching on Miss Coffee until it's done, but I will be also, you know, taking out some other of my WIPs from the basket. But I also, since I mean, I feel like I'm doing very, very well with, you know, going through my basket and finishing the things. I wanted to reward myself with a new start. And since I have finished, you know, Tiger, and I have got quite a few kits from Meloca Designs because I purchased them myself. I'm not being sponsored by them. I purchased them myself, so I decided to start another Mandala. And the project I've started, it is Mandala Elephant. I will show you I put a picture on the screen, and this is how much I have done. So I have got the front, and I start working on one of the ear, and I am using all called for DMCs, which I actually happen to have on stash, so no spending any money to start this project, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. And I am using 14 count. This is only chart. I only purchased a PDF chart. So I have used my own 14 count Ada, and that's why I have got a little bit tight margin, but I will be adding some fabric all around when it comes to framing, so I'm not really stressing out much about, you know, tight margin. But I've marked my fabric, so I know I have got enough space to you know, I've already made sure that my project is well centered. But this is how much I have done so far. Isn't this gorgeous? Absolutely fantastic. And this is all of my stitching and all of my finishing this from this past 2 weeks. Of course, I have got some plans as well, because you know, it is November, and in November, as a Polish, we celebrate, you know, as a Pole, I celebrate, you know, independence. On 11th of November, it is a Polish Independence Day. And just wanted to show you that quite a few years ago, I have stitched this free chart from Plum Street Sampler. And then each year, I am adding one of the, you know, the what's it called, poppy, to commemorate another year of living in a free country. Of course, I've started the collection from 2015, and I think I've managed to buy one of the pins from 2014, but it was like after I've stitched the pillow, so I was kind of searching for the previous pins. So from 2015 onwards, I have been collecting those poppies, and I've also ordered this enamel pins, which like, you know, it's from 2020. So this one is 2020, this one is 2021, and then I have got one on the way for 2022, which will go on the another corner. And you know, of course, I will be adding pin from, you know, the poppy from this year as well. And once my poppies are all filled, I will stitch this pillow again, and I will have another one, another one, another one. So as long my country is free and I am a free person, I will be adding another pin to celebrate the freedom. And this year, and of course, you know, if you have been here for a while, you know, then to commemorate, you know, the Polish Independence Day, each year I am stitching some patriotic chart. However, this year, sorry, I have got really itchy nose today. However, this year, to commemorate Polish independence, to celebrate Polish independence, I will be working on my WIP from the basket, which is the map of Poland. So once I finish the, you know, the map itself, then on the side it says Poland. So I will include, you know, I will put the year 1918, 2022 to commemorate another year of freedom. And to celebrate the Remembrance Day in the UK, I will be stitching a Plum Street sampler chart, Remember Me, which is over there. So I would have to post it, but I'll put a picture over here so you know which one I'm talking about. Sally from Stitchy Sally, she has been working on this project last year, and I think she's very close to finish it. So what else have I got planned? Oh, I'm stitching model stitch, I am model stitching. Yeah, a model stitch. Oh my god! I am stitching the future design, the future release of Rose Clarke. She posted this kind of like an advert on the on YouTube, to ask if someone would like to, you know, stitch this as a model, and I was like, yes, please, I would love to. It's absolutely phenomenal. So I have gathered all of the flosses. I have got all of the flosses from my stash. It is a really, really lovely kind of medieval interpretation of the elephant, and it is one of the three in a series, because there is a cat's nail which she stitched herself and finished as a pillow. So the Elefante is going to be the second one, and that is third one she thinks of releasing as well. So I will be doing this model stitching for her because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I've also invited you to go and check Rose Clarke Crafts YouTube channel. She is really a wonderful Flosstuber, and it is a joy to listen to her podcast. And I've especially enjoyed the latest one. I know she touches about the subject which is very uncomfortable to most people, and like, you know, I'm one of those people as well. I don't like to be told then I, you know, waste money, or like, you know, I'm just kind of following the crowds and all of these things. But I think she touches really important aspect of, you know, cross stitch community, is like how easily we fall into a rabbit hole of purchases and you know, getting kind of, you know, enabled by others, and you know, like we're stitching to make a content in a video rather than just treat it as a pleasure. So I really invite you to, you know, I'm not asking anybody, you know, and you agree or you're not, but it's just, you know, something which, you know, resonate with me as well. Although I do try to stitch everything just for myself, I do feel sometimes I pressure myself with adding more and more projects, just to, I don't know, just to kind of how do I put it in words, just to, I don't know, I think that sometimes I put too much pressure on myself when it comes to stitching. So I think that was a really lovely reminder to kind of, you know, step back, take a deep breath, and just, you know, do this craft for a pleasure rather than for you know, being no, do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I wanted to show you a few of the purchases I have done, because I've been shopping lately. I mean, this is not everything in 2 weeks. This is something I purchased before, but I haven't not showed you. This is the shopping from the moment when I returned from the stitch in London until last week, or a few days ago. So the first of all, I have purchased a sampler which is designed by Miriam from Merumi Crafts on Instagram, and Merumi Design on Gumroad. She is a designer who producing work inspired by Persian culture, because she's originally from Iran. So I have purchased this beautiful Persian sampler, which is perfect for the black sampler November, or black, yeah, I think it's black sampler November. And although I have got one black sampler in my basket, which I will be working on as well, at least will try to work on a little bit more, I really want to try to start this sampler as well. So I put a picture over here. It is gorgeous. It has got a beautiful history behind it, and Miriam has released a special Flosstube video to explain the meaning behind the sampler. So I invite you to go and check it out as well. So this was one of my purchases. Now I have purchased finally my stuff from the you know, from the expo arrived, and I've ordered those pins from the Primitive Hair, and they will be going to, you know, the kit which I've started to commemorate the, you know, the passing, excuse me, passing of the Queen Elizabeth. I have also picked out a few of the, you know, the wooden spools. I think I have got 4, because I would love to make some more of those, like kind of bun samplers, and display them on those spools. Oh, sorry, they're jumping everywhere. I have also purchased my very first Nora Corbett, and this is, what is this called? Miss Queen Bee. I mean, I blame Jenny, the girl I have met on a Stitch in London retreat. We were together at the same table, and she also is on the Instagram, and her Instagram profile picture has got this design at the front, and her YouTube channel is in proper stitcher. And I have never looked closely into this design, and I think on the retreat she also brought this chart for like a distash sale, and Claire, I think on our table, she grabbed it, and when she showed this, I wasn't really like even looking on Nora Corbett that closely. But then actually when I investigated the finished product on her Instagram, I fell in love. So when I got home, I got myself my very first Nora Corbett, and I think this type of queen really sits very well with all of my Barbara Anna queens, the Miss Coffee, you know, the Miss Scissor, the Miss T. I think she would be incredible in the company of the other ladies. So I look forward to start this at some point. I think next year. I think this would be my new year, new start for 2023. I have purchased few charts in either Pixide or Patchwork Rabbit. So I have got hands-on design, the Atom Basket. Really, really lovely. I like this combination of cross stitch and quilting. I purchased the Welcome to Our Patch by Annie B's Folk Art. It is gorgeous. I was desperate to have this chart. And of course the part 11 for the Cottage Garden Samplings, the Year in the Woods. The beaver finally arrived, and I am waiting for the final part 12, which is the reindeer. No, it is the deer. And I've also purchased quite a few charts in the 1, 2, 3 stitch, and this is the Cricket collection, Rabbit's Garden. So I am getting ready for Easter, and I have got Rabbit's Delight, and then this is the Acorn Autumn, and I purchased the Wickety, which is a chart I've already purchased on Stitch in London from Hannah, the Impossible Stitcher. So this will be a very future giveaway because I have got 2 charts now. And a Wicked patch. How fantastic is this? October, because I am blaming Maxine from Nightmare Before Stitchmas, because she finished October and it looks gorgeous and I wanted to have it too. Playing with Jacks. I think someone had this on their giveaway. I think it was Darlene from Darlene Dion Designs, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm just gonna order it. So I absolutely love this. And this is the Rabbit's Big Day. So quite lots of autumn and Easter. For some reason, Christmas is not really speaking to me yet. I really don't feel, usually at this time of the year, I get to, you know, feel the Christmas spirit, and I start to gather my Christmas, you know, projects to work on, and I'm thinking about the decoration and stuff, but this year I just don't feel it. I don't know what is it happening. And then I have purchased the Little House Needlework Autumn Petites. And of course, this is the Autumn Provides by Summer House Stitchworks, and I blame Amanda Alba Stitches, because she has got whole series and they look absolutely gorgeous, and I think one of them she has got stitched. So yeah, I get easily enabled. And now, as we're coming to the end, I have got a few of the diamond painting to show you, because the company, you know, One Day Saving, they have sent me some more stuff for free, to say thank you for making the review video for them. And they also offer a 5% discount code, so which I will put on the screen if you would like to get some diamond painting for yourself, because I know there's quite a few diamond painting lovers in my Flosstube community. So this is project I am currently working on with my son. I mean, when I said working, it's like I do had a little bit of involvement with it. He's done 90% of this progress is done by him, so I occasionally put some diamond painting here and there. But this is the diamond painting for Let It Snow, and I think it is gorgeous. So he has done all of the bottom area, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So big kudo to my Hisham, he is gorgeous. So he asked me to say, if you would like to see the progress on this project, then you need to make sure that you subscribe and you hit the notification button, so when I've got to show this project again, you will be notified. I've also have got 2 more kits for diamond painting, which I included pictures over here because I haven't opened them yet. One is for the fall, it's very similar to the pumpkins, which I have done not so long ago. And the final project they've sent it to me is cross stitch kit. Sorry, it's a little bit of crinkling. Cross stitch kit for this Nightmare Before Christmas, and it is on printed canva with all of the, you know, flosses included. I don't know if I'm going to be stitched it, but if anyone would like to get this kit, please let me know, and I will post this to you anywhere in the world. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do the giveaway. Anyone who would like to give a home to this kit and want to stitch it, please let me know. Then you are interested, and can you use a word? Oh, Halloween. Let's do Halloween. So if you use a word Halloween, you will be eligible to win this kit, and I will post it anywhere in the world. Right, so since we are talking about a giveaway, let me announce the winners of the last video's giveaway, which now I have lost the note. Oh no, I got it. So I was giving away those 2 charts, and I also mentioned that I will be adding similar fabric to both of them, plus a little bit of flosses to get you started. They're not going to be the called for because I don't have any silks on my starch, but definitely maybe some DMC substitution or something, which I think could be equally nice. So the winner for the stars is Karina Elliott, which I put over here, and a winner for the village is X Stitching Librarian, which I put over here as well. So please make sure you contact me with your, either you send me an email or DM direct message on Instagram with your address, and I look forward to send you this giveaway whenever you are. So this is everything from me. I was really trying to keep it under hour, so hopefully it's 45 minutes. Yeah, I think I have managed to do it, keep it under an hour. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you a wonderful 2 weeks of stitching, and I will see you all very soon. And just a quick reminder, remember the easy method drum is coming on Wednesday, so let me know what you think, share with your friends, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.